Hey YouTubians, Wolfpack, how's it going? So, I've been asked lots of questions, and one of the questions I got is, what is the hardest thing that I'm doing with the strongman other than the exercise itself? So, oh, yeah, that opens up a big gray door, and I'm not really sure I want to talk about all that, but again, I've always promised to tell you if you ask, and I've always promised transparency, so we're going to do it. Um, but we're going to call this episode The Bottom Line. Uh, the bottom line of strongman challenges. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, anyway. For me, I guess, the main thing is to keep everything in remission as much as I can and keep things on track as much as I can. So, it's a 24/7 job trying to keep the Crohn's, the lupus, uh, the neuropathy. I've got all three neuropathies and spinal neuropathy, the BMS, the um, epilepsy, the diabetes, the osteoporosis, and the PTSD. Now, trying to keep all of that under control and working together is a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work, and it's a 24/7 thing that I gotta keep on. You know, I can't miss meds, I can't miss my shots, and I have to follow a very particular diet because all these things, one food might make this one flare up, or one food might make that one flare up, or whatever, right? So, and my new nutritionist and my new dietitian have said as much. Over the last year, I'm lucky to keep my sugar levels at 18, which is 10 points higher than what it should be. The maximum should be 10, the very max, right? It's supposed to be between 5 and 8, but I'm seeing all kinds of different um, dietitians and stuff like that. But this one's got it right. This one said, okay, what these other dietitians did is okay for just diabetes or okay for just Crohn's, but it's not okay for all of the stuff, right? But everybody's different because everybody has different ailments and allergies and stuff like that. So, on the grand scheme of things, everything has to be tailor made, right? Which the problem with me was it wasn't tailor made for me. So, this new team I got is right on point, and my diet is now tailor made for me. And to prove that she's doing, good, I'm getting stronger for sure. But also, this last week, my blood levels have all been, on average, 10. So I'm averaging 10 for the week, my blood level. But I've had sixes, I've had a couple of eights, a couple of nines. I had a 4 point something, which I've never had in my life, which is still in between. It's supposed to be between 4 and 8, but it's on the low side. I had to actually take a drink to bring it up a little bit because it was too low. That's never happened to me in my life, right? So they're really on the ball with my diet and everything else. So that's the first thing that's hard for me as a strongman trying to train strongman. Everybody else has got their own little niche, right? But that's my niche. That's my problem is. So that's the first part. Now the second part, I'm going to answer this. This is the part I don't want to even talk about or answer because I don't want people saying I'm asking for shit, okay? I've lived this long and I've got my own house and I've done everything myself. I'm not asking for piss all, okay? But I'm just trying to answer the question as honestly and with transparency because this is what my channel is about, right? I'm trying to be straightforward with you. So the next one is financial, obviously, for me. Being on disability, income is very, very tight, super tight. Um, so that makes it tough. I scrape by enough to pay my bills. My bills are always paid every month, right? It's the eating, it's the groceries, it's that kind of stuff that really tough. Um, like just stuff I have to take in medicine wise and my drinks and everything else is like $80 a week, right? $80 a week I gotta come up with for to keep myself in good shape, which is damn near impossible. And then I still have my regular groceries I have to buy on top of that, right? There's also, you have to buy your license to be a strongman. You have to be licensed to, even enter a contest, you have to have a license. And then you gotta pay for the event, right? The entrance fee. So it's either most of them are between 50 and $100, right? Most of them. Some are a little more, some are a little cheaper, but most, it's between 50 to $100 to enter the contest. Then of course you got your gas money and your staying someplace money. So that makes it really hard, financially. So, and that's not just me, that's any strongman. Yeah, so basically I think that's it. I think it's, besides the training, it's following my diet to the T, or as close to the T as I can, and being able to afford the new diet because it's expensive. Being able to afford it and to make ends meet in order to achieve it, it's tough. It's not that it's undoable. Don't think that it means I can't do it. It just means it really takes a lot of budgeting and figuring it out, right? And the other thing is obviously, the gas money and paying for all your stuff that you gotta do. So that's the financial end of it. And shut up, who asked you? And the other end of it is the making sure to keep healthy, working really hard to make sure everything stays in check and make sure that, I don't get any flare-ups and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff I have to do throughout the day to keep that under control, which is tough. So I hope that answers your questions. Like I say, I'm still looking for a job. Hopefully I'll find one that I can do couple days a week, or 4 to 8 hours a day, couple days a week. If I do that, all my problems will be solved. So I'll just keep looking, and hopefully we'll get that, and we'll be golden. So yeah, that's it.